Hello! In this video we're going to be talking about abstraction and modularization, and these two together are ways that we can sort of bundle up our code so that we can reuse it in later projects or in other pieces of code without having to rewrite the entirety of it. Similar to loops, this is just a tool that is given to us to make it easier for us to create applications and write code. In Snap, modularization is actually rampant throughout everything that we do. A prime example of this is that if we look at how Snap is actually laid out, we should notice here that there are these individual blocks. And that's the perfect instance of modularization, or creating little modules of things that can be interchanged. So in a way, coding with blocks is modularization. We have each of these little components that we can attach on to each other, to remove from each other, to sort of wrap together, to create applications where we can just remove entire pieces if we want to, or add in new sections as needed. The other piece of this is abstraction, and this is the idea that we're going to boil things down to just the most important details so that we can reuse pieces of code. And one of the key features of Snap that makes this possible is this Make a Block button. So you should notice that at the bottom of almost every block tab, we can see that there's a Make a Block button that will allow us to create our own block so that we can reuse that code. Say for instance, I have this block here, which represents printing out the numbers from 1 to 10. Say I wanted to reuse this across a number of different applications. Well, if I wanted to, I could just go ahead and click this Make a Block button. We can give it a name. We could call it print numbers 1 to 10. And we are given a few options that we could use to help display what type of block this is in our blocks tab here. For now, I'm just going to use a command because we want this to be a piece of code that runs on its own. And if we click OK, we could see here that another block editor appears that we can start dragging and dropping code into. For instance, I'm just going to go ahead and drag the code that I have written out into this print numbers 1 to 10 block. Click Apply, click OK, and now anytime I wanted to run that code, I could drag my own custom block into the editor, click it, and we'll see that it will run. That is a way that we could use abstraction, modularization to create our own blocks of code so that we can keep exchanging pieces back. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.